Agents, hey, this is Luis Moreno with Insurance Agent Training. I got a question asked by an agent. Luis, can you help me build out a quote? And more importantly, the quoting's the easy part. Can you help me figuring out how you add the plan enhancer with Allstate Health Solutions and dental? How do you package that? That's what I'm going to discuss here. Guys, here's what I want you to do. Before I do that, make sure you comment down below if you've got any questions. Number 2, like this video so it gets spread out. And number 3, subscribe. Do me a favor and help me grow this channel. Subscribe to my channel if you're not a subscriber. And for those of you that are, hey, thank you very much. I appreciate it. So how do I build out an ACA bundle? And to me, it's pretty easy, and you can do it all at the point of sale. And it needs to be done at the point of sale, but you've got to set yourself up for success. That is the number one thing, is you've got to build a problem and offer a solution. If you don't build a problem and your solution costs money, they're not going to want the solution. So make sure that you create a problem and you solve it with the solution. All right, so I'm going to walk you through that. Also, at the very end, here's what I'm going to do, guys. We are nearing OEP 2026 plan year, okay? We're about to start that. I created an ACA renewal checklist that I will share with you only if you stay towards the end, okay? All right, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about how I build the package. So first thing we're going to do here is we're going to jump in here, and I am going to run into my HealthSherpa, and we're going to just run a really simple, quick quote. Plug in my zip code. Okay, 35-year-old female. Let's say she makes $25,000 a year. Okay, boom. I'm going to go to a silver plan because she's got cost sharing reductions, and they're only applicable to silver. Okay, and then I'm going to go in here, and I don't know which plan to offer. If I base it on premium, well, I can go straight here. But premium, not, choosing the least expensive plan is not the best option. You've got to make sure that the doctors and the medications are in the network. You need to do a good job. Okay, so I'm going to go in here and I'm going to enter a doctor's information, doctor's name, or their doctor's name, not just a doctor, but I'm going to enter their doctor's name. Okay, so I'm going to enter this doctor, and there we go. Okay, let's assume that this is her primary doctor. I would also go in here and add any specialist. So get them all added on here. Okay, then next question I'm going to ask is I'm going to ask about the medications that she's on. So let's say that she's on one med. Okay, so I pick this med, I get the dosage, make sure everything is matching, and I'm rocking and rolling. Now, in this example, I hit a home run because the doctor and the medication is covered. We're good to go. Beautiful. But let's say I didn't hit a home run. Well, it's time to have a conversation with that insurer. Okay, but we're talking here about building the plan. So I'm going to build my case here. I'm going to build the problem. So Mrs. Jones, we're going to enroll you in this plan. This plan right here is an awesome plan. Okay, it's with Oscar Health. Here's your deductible. But more importantly, here's what you need to know, Mrs. Jones, is your maximum out of pocket. Your worst case scenario here is $3,050. Now, if you're like most of my insureds, they just don't have $3,000 sitting around somewhere. Okay, and you're going to have to pay this. If you get admitted into a hospital, you go get some medical services. This is the money that facility is going to want you to pay. They are just not going to forgive it. Okay, so know that you have to pay this $3,050. Now, tell me, Mary Jones, you have $3,000 sitting around? The answer you're going to get, guys, is usually no, I don't. If you actually get an answer, it's like, yeah, I got it. The question should be, well, do you want to use it for this, or do you have it earmarked for something else? Okay, build your case. Now, the next thing that I would do in this scenario is you review the summary of benefits with them. Okay, you go over the plan with them. So here's all the information about this specific plan. Then what you would do is you would come to this section. Now, I've already built one problem, and that was at $3,050. Next thing that I would do is I would talk about this. Like, look, Mary, you do not have any vision care. You also have no dental care. Okay. So this plan is a awesome medical plan, but most of my clients get this package that I'm going to put together for you that includes dental and vision. So let's go straight to Allstate Health Solutions. This is where I throw in the indemnity plan that is two parts. The base is the accident, and then I supplement it or I add a rider that covers sickness hospitalization. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to build this out. Okay. Plug in the effective date. Plug in the date of birth. Remember, this was a 35-year-old female. And you're going to have the spouse and kids. So let's rock and roll. Let's make this easy. Okay. Wait, and I apologize. You didn't see that. It was still the other tab. I'm going to go back. This is where you would quote. Okay. Plug in the zip code. Plug in the date of birth. Gender. You can add the spouse. You can add the kids. And what is it not liking? I don't think it's liking this. It didn't like. Okay, here we go. So we're rocking. I'm going to hit quote now. Now, Allstate has a whole suite of products for you. I go straight into accident, answer the question, and I am now in the plan enhancer. Now, to solve the problem of the $3,000, okay, this is where I'm going to go. I have the difference with all these plans here is the benefit amount. Now, I can give her a benefit amount of $2,500 or $5,000. I'd rather give her more money. Okay, so I'm going to choose the $5,000. Now, this right here is an accident reimbursement plan. Okay, so even though she chooses the $5,000 benefit, she broke her arm, and let's say her bills are $2,000. She's not getting a $5,000 check. She's going to get a $2,000 check. Whatever her medical bills that she has associated with that accident, she's going to get urgent care, maybe some pain meds, maybe crutches, maybe a cast, whatever it may be. She's going to get that assistance. Then what's going to happen is, this is the quote, $22 to add the accident plan. Now I'm going to go here and I'm going to hit add, and I'm going to add sickness and hospital. And what this means is that if they are in the hospital for 24 hours, it will pay them a lump sum benefit. It pays them a entire check. The $5,000 goes to them. All right. They got to be admitted for 24 hours. So I'm going to add that, and I'm good to go. Now I'm up to $48. Okay. Now, I'm not going to give her this price yet. Now remember, I shared with her that she doesn't have any dental and vision. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to start sharing this. And let's go to the quote tab, and I'm going to enter her zip code. Okay. I'm going to select that she wants dental, she wants vision, and it's just for her. And now I have 3 different dental plans, and I have 2 vision. So let's say that she's going to choose this dental and this vision. Okay, I'm not going to go into the details, but now I'm sitting at a total premium here of $59. Now it's time for me to put my sales hat and talk about a package. All right, so her health insurance is $2. I'm getting my calculator here, $2.56. Okay, the Allstate Health Solutions is $48.76. And then the dental and vision is $59.21. Time to have a conversation. Mrs. Jones. Okay. I have a package that most of my clients get, and it's a package that includes everything. This package includes your ACA plan with Oscar Health. And remember, you've got these copays for these docs, you have the copay for the medications. But if you're hospitalized, you've got that $3,000 out of pocket. Okay. So if you go to the ER, maybe a broken bone, you fall off, you break your arm, break your leg, maybe you're admitted to the hospital for something. Here's what it's going to do. I've got an accident portion to this, and it's going to reimburse you up to $5,000. If you're in a hospital for 24 hours, it's going to write you a check for $5,000. Okay. And then remember, we talked about the dental and the vision, that there was no dental and vision. So I've included a really great plan for dental and a really great plan for vision. The total for all 3 of these is $110.53. Okay. Now, Mrs. Jones, usually my clients put this on a checking account where it's all taken care of. It all comes out automatically from a checking account. Now, I can do a credit card. Which would you prefer? I am not going to ask what she wants. I'm doing the assumptive close. Now, she may tell you, well, Luis, you know what? I really can't afford that. Okay, I understand. Okay, no, you just called me about the healthcare, and the healthcare was $6. But you got to remember, you have no dental and vision, and on the indemnity plan, I added two things. So give me a budget, or and also tell me what is the one thing you want to cut out, and let me see what I can do. Well, you know what? I just got LASIK. My eyes are perfect. I don't need vision. Okay, great. Let's go. Let's go get rid of the $16. Okay, so now I'm at $94. Hey, I got it down to 94, Mary. What do you think? Still not within my budget. Well, do you need the dental? Or on the plan where I'm reimbursing you for an accident up to $5,000 or writing you a check for $5,000 when you're hospitalized, I can get rid of that sickness. Oh no, I don't want to do that. If I go to the hospital, I don't have 3,000. I need that. Okay, well, we've got to keep that. What do you want to do in the dental? Okay, I can go to the dental here and we can get rid of the vision. Okay, let's go on this vision plan and we're going to get rid of it. And then maybe on the dental, we go to just a very light plan that covers cleanings and we've got very little major. Now I've got this thing down to, was it $6.56 for that plan? I've got 48.76, and then I've got my dental plan here for 10. My dental plan for 23. I've got this thing down to $79. What do you think? And guys, all that you do here at this point is you start playing with the numbers. That's how I package sell. It is not that hard. Offer and let them tell you what they can afford or cannot afford, and just let it be. Do your thing. All right, I hope that helps you out. Guys, don't forget, down below I have a link. I will give you my ACA checklist. I'll give you my intake form for enrollments for my ACA. And then I also have links for my smart books, ACA and Medicare, one-time purchase, and I update them every year. They're like an insurance manual with all the information that you need. Okay. If you really suck at ACA and you have no idea and your upline's not helping you, I have a course that you can buy or a package with a course in the books that will teach you how to sell ACA. Okay, I have my agent CRM, which will walk you through the consent and the confirmation. And guys, here's the deal. You've got to comply with what's required of us. And we have to collect consent and confirmation. I have all that through my CRM. So you can use my link, get the CRM. You get everything that they give you and all the workflows that I've just updated for the same price as if you went direct. So if you don't have a CRM, you want to get a CRM. And then the last thing I'll share with you all is a lot of people ask me about where I get leads. I advertise on social media among everything else that I do. So down below, I've got the course with Shauna. You can get click on the link and it'll take you to her course so that you can learn how to advertise on social media. Guys, thank you for everything. I appreciate you watching this. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. This is Luis Moreno, Insurance Agent Training.